This is not just another scary clip. This is the video we were never supposed to record, and what we caught on camera still does not make sense till today. Before we go any further, if you love real horror stories and caught on camera mysteries, like this video right now, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell. I post horror stories and disturbing encounters regularly, and you do not want to miss what is coming next. Trust me, this one gets worse the longer it goes. It started as a normal recording night. No haunted house plan. No ghost hunting trip. Just a simple camera test in an empty building that was scheduled for renovation. The owner gave permission. No dark history. No warning. Just a location and a tripod. There were 3 of us. Me, Daniel, and Chris. 2 cameras, 1 handheld, 1 fixed wide angle. The goal was simple: test low-light performance and audio pickup in silent environments. That was it. No ghost talk, no expectations. The first 20 minutes were boring, empty rooms. Footsteps echoing, dust floating through flashlight beams. At some point, Chris joked that if anything appeared, he would quit filming forever. We laughed. That joke stopped being funny later. Room by room we checked the building, old furniture covered in plastic, broken mirrors, long hallways with peeling paint. Everything looked abandoned but not destroyed, like people left in a hurry but planned to return. At exactly 22 minutes into recording, the fixed camera picked up something we did not notice in real time. A door slowly moved in the far background. Not slammed, not pushed. It opened gently, like someone careful not to be heard. We did not react then because we were not in that room. But the camera saw it clearly. Remember this detail. The building had no electricity and no wind flow. Every window was sealed with boards. If you think you already know what happened, stay with me, because this gets very strange very fast. We only discovered the door movement later during playback, but things escalated before we ever reviewed the footage. We moved upstairs. The air felt heavier there. You know that feeling when a place suddenly feels smaller even though nothing changed? That feeling. Chris asked if anyone else could hear a low humming sound. We thought it was outside traffic. But when we stopped walking, it continued. Soft, steady, almost like someone whispering behind a wall. Daniel checked the time and said the audio meters were peaking slightly even when we were silent. We tested it. We stood still for a full minute. The audio still showed activity. No footsteps. No talking. No movement. But sound was being recorded. If you are still watching, comment right now and tell me what you think that sound could be. Because our first guess was completely wrong. We decided to do a call-out test. Not a ghost call. Just a sound reflection test. I said hello loudly toward the hallway and waited for echo bounce. We got an echo. Then we got a second echo that did not match my voice. It was lower, slower, and it came half a second late. We froze. Chris thought it was audio delay. Daniel said impossible with our setup. No speakers. No playback devices. Pure recording mode. We repeated the test. Hello. Echo returned. Then the second voice again. Hello. But stretched, like something trying to copy the word without knowing how. At this point, if you feel the tension building, press like. It really helps the channel and tells me you want more real camera horror cases like this. We should have left then. We did not. Instead, we went toward the sound. Worst decision of that night, the hallway camera began glitching, not turning off, just frame skipping. Every few seconds the image jumped forward, like missing pieces of time. When we reviewed it later, Those missing frames contained motion shapes, tall, thin, too fast to identify. We did not see them live, only the camera did. Halfway down the hall, Chris stopped walking. He said someone just crossed the far doorway. We saw nothing, he insisted. Said it moved from left to right. Smooth, not like a shadow, like a person. We checked, empty room. But the temperature dropped suddenly. You could see our breath on camera. After that moment, the building was not that cold when we entered. Then came the sound that changed everything. 3 knocks. From inside the wall. Not random. Not pipe noise. 3 evenly spaced knocks. Daniel knocked back as a joke. 3 knocks answered again. Same rhythm. No delay. Direct response. If you think that could be plumbing, explain how the pattern matched exactly. I want your theory in the comments, because we still cannot explain that part. Chris wanted to leave, I agreed. Daniel wanted one last sweep shot for the ending clip. 30 seconds, he said. We set the wide camera facing the stairwell and started packing gear. While packing, none of us were looking at the stairwell, but the camera was. Later playback showed a figure standing halfway down the stairs for 8 full seconds. Not transparent, not shadow, solid outline, head slightly tilted, watching us. None of us reacted in real time, which means we did not see it then. How do you not see something that close? We only found it during editing. That is not the worst part. As we were about to leave, Chris asked who was breathing heavily. None of us were. The handheld mic picked it up clearly. Slow breathing, right behind the camera position. We turned. Nothing there. But the breathing continued on audio for 11 seconds, then stopped exactly when we opened the exit door. We left. No running. No screaming. Just silent shock. We reviewed footage the next morning. Door opening by itself. Second echo voice. Hallway frame skips with moving shapes. Knock response pattern. Stair figure. Breathing behind camera. 1 recording session. No edits, no effects. We sent the raw files to 2 separate editors. Both confirmed no manipulation. Here is the detail that still bothers me most. The stair figure appears only when all 3 of us are in frame, like it waited until no one was watching the stairs directly, only the camera. So here is the question I want you to answer. Do you think whatever that was avoided eye contact on purpose, or could it only appear through the lens? Tell me your theory in the comments. I read them all, and the best explanations will be featured in the next video. If you want more real caught-on-camera horror cases like this video, subscribe right now and turn on the notification bell so you never miss an upload. More recordings are coming, and some are even harder to explain than this one. Remember this, sometimes the camera sees what your eyes are not allowed to see.